Hi, good morning everyone, and good morning all the judges. We are from Gajah Terbang, there are Geraldus, Dafa, and myself, Kusuma, who will present our research of Kalbe Pharma, seizing the opportunities. We issue a buy recommendation on Kalbe Pharma with target price of 1,826 rupiah, presenting 35.7% upside potential. Our target price calculation is based on discounted cash flow. We believe there is a majority of market share in domestic consumptions, and we see that it is a competitive advantage from Kalbe, and we expect that Kalbe can seizing the opportunities by its large of market size. First is the overview of the business. Kalbe Pharma have a vision to become the nation's best global pharmaceutical company driven by innovations, strong brands, and excellence management. Over the years, Kalbe has expanded its business interest to become a provider of an integrated pharmacy solution through its four business segments. As you can see, in 2020 revenue by segment, there is a contribution to revenue by its four divisions. For prescription pharmaceuticals, is 23% contributions, consumer health is 17%, nutrition is 26%, and distribution and logistics is 34%. For the market share, we believe it's still growing. In 2020, revenue by region still dominating on domestic with total 95%. We will give recommendations based on three catalysts that are already summarized in investment summary. First is COVID-19 vaccines development and highest R&D budget. Second, pandemic changes consumer behavior and mindset. And last is majority domestic consumptions.
Kalbe Pharma have good ESG and GCG. They preserve the environment by reducing their waste with UPLC and improving their product life cycle by making innovation on their products packaging to minimize the environmental impact. For social, Kalbe Pharma tried to prevent stunting in East Nusa Tenggara by giving them supplement and education program. Their telemedicine platform, Click Doctor, work alongside with the government to distribute medicine to COVID-19 patients. They assess their supplier too. They empower a ginger farmer by making herbal product. When we assess their GCG, we give them score 91% with criteria that can be seen on appendix. Their BOD and BOC come from professional background. They also implement good three line of defenses. There are three catalysts that will make Kalbe Pharma perform well. The first one is COVID-19 vaccine development and highest R&D budget. Kalbe Pharma has highest R&D budget among Indonesia listed pharmaceutical companies. They spend 2.78% from their gross profit for R&D budget. This will give them advantage in technology among their competitors. They also develop vaccine alongside with Janssen from South Korea. We believe after pandemic life, COVID-19 vaccine will still be needed as regular vaccine to give human immune and to prevent mutation. The second catalyst is pandemic changes customer behavior and mindset. Pandemic COVID-19 changes customer behavior and mindset. People are more aware with tech platform and more convenient using it. Kalbe Pharma have telemedicine company as their subsidiaries company named Click Doctor. Because of that, we believe that Click Doctor can have significant growth because of people are more aware with tech platform because of pandemic. Pharmaceutical growth in 2020 was 9.39%, and we expect pharmaceutical industry to grow double digit as we believe that people are more aware with their health because of pandemic and consume more pharmaceutical product. The third catalyst is majority domestic consumption. JKN program is compulsory insurance in Indonesia. Their participant in 2020 reached more than 200 million people. With this national insurance program, pharmaceutical products consumption will increasing. Moreover, 81% of the products that been given in JKN program comes from domestic pharmaceutical companies. Middle-class people in Indonesia are growing too. The uptrend already began from 2016, and this is for sure will increase customer buying power, which will indirectly increasing pharmaceutical product sales.
We analyze that Kalbe Pharma has strong financial performance, supported by strong revenue growth, healthy capital structure, tremendous margin expansion, and solid cash flow generation. We project Kalbe Pharma revenue to grow at CAGR of 13% over the next 6-year forecasted period. Growth will be driven by customer tendency to consume more nutritional and healthcare products, supported by the biggest market team and wide distribution network reaching almost all regions in Indonesia. Entering the digital era, the company also provides telemedicine that integrates with Kalbe product, and several digital platform applications that offers digital services for the entire healthcare product supply chain. We forecast that after recovery, the cost of raw material will be reduced and back to normal price. In addition, Kalbe Pharma also has efficiency in producing pharmaceutical and over-the-counter drug products due to the same facilities, technology, and production process that they used. The development of the manufacturing 4.0 technology platform has the digitalized implementation and factory management, supported by integrated supply chain management from raw material, production, and distribution process. Resulting operating margin will reach 20% by 2026. We predict EBITDA margin to grow 13.6% for 2021 until 2023. Historically, Kalbe Pharma has obtained superior DE ratio and liquidity ratio compared to peers. We predict this to continue and maintain a DE ratio below 0.2 times for 6-year forecast period. Same goes with liquidity ratio of companies, implied by favorable current ratio on average at 7 times and quick ratio on average at 5.4 times for forecasted years 2021 to 2026. Cash flow is an important aspect in business. We estimate Kalbe Pharma will have a solid cash flow generation shown by average operating cash flow to revenue of 18% for 2021 to 2026, supported by a massive improvement in cash conversion cycle from the 200 days level to 120 days level, and we forecasted this will continue for the next 6-year forecast period. We issue a buy recommendation for Kalbe Pharma based on our calculation using discounted cash flow method. We estimated weighted average cost of capital at 10.2% and terminal growth rate of 5.4%. We arrive at a target price of 1,826 rupiah, which represents a 35.7% upside potential. We also perform sensitivity analysis to our primary variable to check the impact based on changes of WACC and terminal growth rate assumptions, which presents a favorable potential price appreciation beyond the target price. We also executed Monte Carlo simulation to test our key metrics variable, varying revenue, cost of goods sold, operating expenses, capital expenditures, terminal growth rate, and WACC. With 10,000 iterations, we find that 65% of the scenarios support our buy recommendation with a share price yield above 10% from the current price. We use the mean value of Monte Carlo simulation as our target price, which has the same value with our DCF method result. We conducted a relative valuation comparing Kalbe Pharma with several companies in the pharmaceutical industry in Indonesia. We can see that some companies have a nonsensical number. It implies that market conditions are currently irrational. However, we can see this as a potential for Kalbe Pharma to have a price appreciation from the market. Moreover, Kalbe Pharma has a decent PE growth ratio at 0.5 times, superior from the other peers company. Implies that Kalbe Pharma is currently undervalued.
There is no high probability or high impact identified by Kalbe Pharma. We already highlight 2 important risks on Kalbe Pharma. The first one is risk of failure developing the vaccines. For the mitigation risk, Kalbe already planned to distribute the Covir, a drug to treat COVID-19 patients. And Kalbe also diversify the products that related with the COVID-19. And this also have an impact for valuation because of revenue drivers of 2023 until 2026 forecasted will be minus at 5%. And the second one is the risk of slowing down household consumption expenditures. This risk mitigation is Kalbe have a strong exposure in healthcare and nutrition category and maximizing others division revenue segments. Last, so for the investor who looking for the sustainable pharmaceutical company, Kalbe is the good choices. Because of these 3 catalysts, we give recommendations of buy and target price of 1,826 rupiah will upside to 35%. So that's all from us. We hope our recommendation can very useful for any investor who wants to invest in pharmaceutical company. Once again, good morning and thank you for listening.